Munich, beer, and the Hofbrauhaus. They've belonged together for the past 400 years. The Hofbrauhaus is more than just a pub. The beer palace on the Platzl is a symbol of the Bavarian lifestyle. Join us and discover more about Munich's Hofbrauhaus, its traditions, its guests, its history, and its secrets. By the way, do you know why Bavaria and beer are so closely linked? In the old days, beer here was considered to be a basic foodstuff and was just as important as bread. That's why in 1516, the authorities here in Munich issued a special brewing law known as the Reinheitsgebot or Beer Purity Law.
Wir wollen auch sonderlichen, dass für allenthalben in unseren Städten, Märkten und auf dem Lande zu keinem Bier mehrer Stück dann Gersten, Hopfen und Wasser.
It was the first foodstuff legislation in the world. And did you know that Munich once had 2 Hofbräuhauses? Duke Wilhelm V and his court got very thirsty, you see. In 1589, a brown beer brewery was built, followed by a Weiss beer brewery in 1607, on the site occupied by today's Hofbräuhaus. Weiss beer from the Duke's brewery on the Platzl was fashionable at that time, and the court couldn't get enough of it. Did you know that it was even used as a beauty treatment? The court ladies of Munich swore by it and drank 7 liters a day. The tasty beer from the Hofbräuhaus is more often used to quench thirst, of course, but did you know that it was once used to put out a fire at the Munich Opera House? And did you know that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was once a guest at the Hofbräuhaus? In his day, drinking there was still a privilege enjoyed by court society. Ordinary folk weren't allowed in. It was during the reign of King Ludwig I that the Hofbräuhaus was opened to the general public. The whole of Munich celebrated in grand style. Visitors to the Royal Hofbräuhaus might have met this lady. Sissi, the Empress Elizabeth of Austria, dropped by now and then to sample Munich's delicious beer. By the year 1900, the Hofbräuhaus was a well-established city site in every travel guide. It exerted a magnetic attraction on international visitors, who happily sent greetings cards from the Hofbräuhaus to countries all over the world. Even then, there was room at the Hofbräuhaus for everyone, regardless of their status, rank, or name. Paupers sat beside millionaires, and mayors next to servants. A world-famous revolutionary sat over his beer mug here, dreaming of a classless society. Did you know that the Russian leader Lenin, of all people, found political reasons to be enthusiastic about the formerly royal Hofbräuhaus? Others are merely enthusiastic about the homemade Weisswurst here. Can you guess how many kilometers of these sausages, placed end to end, are eaten here annually? The different kinds of dumpling at the Hofbräuhaus are world famous. And crunchy crackling, suckling pig, and tasty joints and knuckles of pork are just a few of the tasty traditional Bavarian specialties on the Hofbräuhaus menu. What's the secret of this place? How did it become a Bavarian myth? Is it the beer? The food? Is it the people? The answer probably lies in the amazing blend of everything. On the one hand, traditions are still kept alive here, and on the other, the place is just as popular with the people of Munich as it is for visitors from all over the world. All sorts of stories are linked to this ancient beer palace, with all its nooks and crannies. Like to find out more about them and join us on a trip back through time? Then take a look at this DVD.